Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 show. I'm your host, Dollar Will. Episode 79. How y'all doing? Man, I am so tired, but nothing was gonna stop me from this episode. So, got my sis coming in here. Woo! I can't wait. She's nervous, everybody, but I told her she in good hands. She's gonna be all right. Man, my nigga going crazy. That's my homeboy Zoe. Whew, he going in. Come on, sis. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. You in good hands. You good. You good. Woo. Man, who made this nigga mad? Like, this nigga mad. He going in, though. That's my dude. Okay. Whew. We gonna run that back.
Bars over bullshit, nigga. Where them bars at? Huh? I'm not stopping. Shots popping, knocks dropping. Heavy with the metal, or well, it's a hot topic. My dogs in the field and we heard that they rock wallet. Pull up to the door, we strapped like we rock climbing. These niggas sweet like soda, so fuck it, let's get it popping. The clip out of control when I hold it, look like I'm popping. Rolling, I'm cold, and I know I ain't got no conscience.
I see Danny in the building. Hey, girl.
I'm rolling, watch your motion get roasted just like cigars. Mookie got the rocket, he pop it, you see the stars. They try to stop my profit, cause a rapture with them bars.
Oh, man.
On my lap all in the car. So that bitch, I'm on some drugs, she gotta suck it till it's hard. So that bitch, I got a bitch, you gotta fuck me in the car. These niggas lame out here playing games, we don't play the same. I slide with the dirty K and camp out where he stay. Hey, boss, bro, I want his brain, put up 30K. They out here talking like they gay, but they be walking stains. Hey, who that on that bullshit trying to shoot out with my niggas? Oh, you mind your business, I got sisters for you bitches.
So today was my first day back at my third job and had a great time. It was so cool. It was so refreshing, you know. Now, shout out to Robbie D. Good food, reasonable prices, good staff. You know, one thing about me is that I'm a hustler. Like, no matter what I do, I go back. Time for the moment of truth. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Excited?
Oh man, while I was up here, I'm trying to join this live. I ended up going to the live from RJ last night. I'm like, wow, what's going on? Oh man, but I finally got it together.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Hands up.
Don't start.
first of all, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm lovely. How you doing?
I'm tired as hell, man. Like I feel like I got hit by a bus,
Oh
but
Lord,
I love to keep my word. So let's get this started.
for sure.
Okay, so let me start by asking you, who is Candice Coleman?
Who is Candice Coleman? First and foremost, I'm a woman, a mother, um, just a loving, genuine person. Very shy person till you get to know me, but just loving, genuine, kind-hearted person. That's just me. I'm goofy. I'm funny. I love to laugh. Um, I'm about my business. Um, I love my job, but I also love my family. I'm just all around laid back person. Like I said, I'm quiet. I'm shy till you get to know me. You know, it's probably people. That's why I'm trying to keep it together because I'm on here with you, but you know me. So that's why I'm trying to, but people, most of these people don't, they know me, but they don't know me personally on a personal level like you do. So, you know,
Yeah, it's cool. We gonna keep it professional. We don't get too ghetto fabulous on here yet. So
okay,
I
okay.
understand. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's just me, simple.
Yeah, and always my sister, of course.
For sure.
You forgot about that, but I'm
Oh,
just
for sure.
improvising.
That, I mean,
You
that's
know.
a given. That's a given.
Mm. So, you know, going along with number one, what makes you a genuine sweet person?
Um, just my love for people. Um, I'm not, I'm a people person, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm very private. Like I said, a lot of people know me, but they don't know me. A lot of people don't have access to me. You shouldn't give everybody access to you. Um, but those that do have access to me, I hold dear and near to my heart. I'll do anything for my loved ones. Anything. Like, friends and family is everything to me. You know how me and my family rock. You know how me and my friends rock. You know how me and you rock. So, you know, I'll do anything for anybody. Not saying I won't do anything for any stranger. If I got it, I'll give it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just at any time. If I got it, I'll give it. But those who are close to me, my motto is I do time behind crime for mine. I love mine for real. I will rock for mine. So that's just what it is. And I don't know, just my love for people. I love people. I'm like a private person, but at the same time, I have a genuine love for people, you know, and just kindness. I worry about people a lot. Like if you open up to me, and that can be a blessing and a curse. I will take on people's problems and have a kind spirit like that. So if you tell me something, it's going to worry me until I know that you're okay. And that's whether we on good terms or bad terms. If you open up to me and we close like that and you expose something to me, I'm carry your weight. And sometimes that, like I said, it's a blessing and a curse, but I guess that's part of being a good, kind, genuine person, I guess.
Oh, I agree, because you better than me. 'Cause, I mean, I
Oh,
I see exactly and know exactly what you're talking about because I used to be like that. It got to the point where um, life changed me, I ain't gonna say for the worse, but for the better, because I would say that, before my life was like the movie Pleasantville, black and white. But then later on, them colors came out, them true colors and people came out, and
they
it
always
totally,
do.
yeah, and it totally, give you like a whole new different perspective of, what I did wrong to get treated like this. And I also had to, hold myself accountable because, I didn't check a motherfucker so quickly. I let certain people get away with it because I was very passive. But now You got one time with me. You got one time. I'm going crazy. I'm going to hit them up, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I'm joking. Nah, but
Oh, you're not joking.
no, I'm really not. But I ain't trying to. But I'm still. I would say I'm territorial because if it's somebody that is really close that I hold dear, like I will give them the shirt off my back. But it's when it's somebody who hasn't shown me that they are worthy or they loyal to me, because you gotta make people earn that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be that off the bat. I mean, everybody has a choice. You know what I'm saying? But me, I gotta let people know that I have no problem giving something, but you gotta give something back. Reciprocation, because otherwise I will, take that offensive. Because we don't owe anybody in this world nothing,
Hmm.
and they don't owe us nothing. But it's just certain people love to take your kindness for weakness, because they did me like that. But this is not about me. This is about you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's your show though, so whatever, we can talk. Put it on the flow.
Oh, oh, no doubt. We talking. We gonna talk tonight. This is what I've been waiting for all day. So question 2. What are your likes and dislikes?
My likes and dislikes. Okay, in reference to what? Like life, work, relationships, people, what like in reference to what?
I mean, just in general.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, I got so many areas I can go with this. I
Okay.
guess it just depends what you want me to focus on.
Well, I would say just, that just be basic, pretty much like, your favorite color,
Oh,
sometimes what
about
you
me, just
like.
basic. My
Yeah.
favorite color is pink. Um, uh, I love Mickey Mouse, my necklace, my earrings. I got a bunch of Mickey Mouse stuff. I love. I love Mickey Mouse. I love my job. I like to work. I like to be home. I like to spend time with my family. I love food. I like to eat. I could probably out eat any grown man.
Yeah, yeah.
I love to eat. My uncle's a chef, so my family cooks, and my family cooks, and I like to eat. And usually everybody says, "Well, what are you cooking for the holidays?" I don't have to cook anything. I like to eat. But yeah, I like cooking for my family. Danny, I cook for Danny when I have time until I get a husband. So I cook for her and my girls, and the girls I cook for them. But and my family, if I make something, I call my family. My family loves my desserts. Um, so I guess I like to cook when, hey, I guess here and there, but I like to eat. Number one, I like to laugh. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. Um, I love my peace. That's the number one thing. I love my peace.
Mm,
I don't like anything or anyone that disrupts my peace. I work too hard to reestablish my peace. So peace is like a number one thing for me. Um, Dislikes, I don't like liars. I don't like fakes. I don't like manipulative people. I don't like narcissism. Um, I like people being upfront and open and honest. I'm a Virgo, so I like it blunt. I like straight to the point. No chaser. Tell me like it is, what it's gonna be, and that's what we're gonna go off of. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, and that's just that. Um, I don't like crowds. Like I said, I'm very private. My circle's small. Um, I don't know what else. That's just basically me in a nutshell. I'm very like basic in a sense, and then I'm not basic in a sense. But I'm a very normal person. Like there's nothing extraordinary uh, um about me. I would say just my heart. I have a good heart. And that's one thing that I've come to realize about me. That one thing that I love about me is my heart. It never changed through all the BS and all the things and the hardships and things I've been through, things I'm going through. My heart never changed, and I've been through so many things that people wouldn't even know unless I told them. Just keep pushing. That's one thing I love, perseverance, and not letting life or situations or your problems keep you down, just to push through, because it's easier said than done. So, but I don't know. That's about anything you want to know.
Well, you pretty much, say that everything, but um, you know, the thing about narcissism, that's something that's, really taboo. And, just our families and friends and, anybody can be one. Anybody
Hmm.
can be toxic. And I can't just express that enough because it's like certain people just make it seem like, you know, you being difficult or you think you're better than everybody because you prefer your peace. And I'm like the number one spokesman for peace and tranquility because I know so much pain, and been through enough. And it got to the point where it was no exception. If you was like my family, my friend, or just anybody, I had to let you go, especially
Yeah.
when you bringing me down, and I can't be down or either further down than I'm already am. So I got to make a decision, and sometimes making the right decision hurts. It, you,
Hmm.
you you cry sometimes for making the right decision, but it's healthy because somebody has to be the example in all of it because certain people just don't know just their behavior just going on continuously just with their patterns and all that stuff. So it's just us having these hearts,
Yeah.
it's so easily to be corrupted because you love a person so much but you're not loving yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta be
Hmm.
able to live with any and every consequence that you make.
For sure.
You know, I'm a firm believer on that since I'm older now. But yes, your occupation is in mental health. So, do you mind sharing your experiences with that?
Crazy mental health. No, I'm just playing.
I said it, damn it. I said it.
Um, mental health is very interesting. It has a stereotype, and you know, we talk about this at work many years ago. If you saw a shrink or a therapist, you were crazy. I mean, it is kind of interesting to work and come to the realization that to realize that somebody that has these uncontrollable disorders that need medication are out walking the streets. Like, I'm like, oh, it's kind of scary. But at the same time, um, it's I well, let me just start from the beginning of how I got to mental health. I started off in the medical field, physical medicine, not mental medicine, and I applied for a job because I had got tired of like the physical strain of the direct care and being a nursing assistant. I did that for 10, 11 years, and I was just tired. I loved my patients. I loved what I did, but my body was just it was tiring. So I applied for my job that I got now, and it's a clerical job. And when I got it, I was all excited, and then they said, "Oh, you're going to mental health." I was like, "I'm going where?" So I was like, being me and knowing me who I am, like people don't even know. I'm like it's like poking the bear, tick tick tick, and keep on poking, and I'm going to roar, and I'm gonna shake some stuff. And I was like, Lord Jesus, don't send me to mental health, and I don't want to be the reason I go off. and somebody killed themselves. You're like, I don't want to trigger anybody. I was like, why? Like, if you just want me to get another job, why you just didn't say that? I'm like, come on, don't do me like this, God. Like, this is not it. But I was like, I can't keep doing this. So I accepted the offer for my position that I have now. And God knows what you need when you need it. And everything comes at the right time. I could have had a better job. It has molded me and structured in so many ways. I learned about so many behaviors and disorders and things that help me in life, in everyday life, with my own issues, and just learning how to deal with people and how to communicate and how to channel my anger and my energy, and learning at times we may feel things and not know what's wrong with us, and I know we'll be feeling or may not know that we have a disorder, or like trauma, like PTSD and things of that nature. And you wonder why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. Why I cry when I see movies like this. Why I'm jumping out of my sleep at night. And and you like, I'm normal. It's but something's going on, but I'm not crazy. And it helped me understand a lot of things personally. So working in mental health, it can be a little off some at times. It can be like but at the same time, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. It helped me with my own anger issues and my own trauma and my own life experiences. And it has helped me a lot. A lot. It also helped me realizing things with other people. Like, oh, okay, they got borderline personality disorder. Let me deal with them from this aspect. Oh, they are narcissists. Let me deal with them from that aspect. Oh, they, let me deal with them in this manner or that manner, or let me just cut them off. So that has helped me in that aspect, because I know it's people that I done had to say, okay, baby, I said they got a little borderline personality disorder. Let me just deal with them directly and set boundaries and, keep my distance. So it has helped me learn to deal with people, most definitely. And I love my job, and I'm glad that I got it, because it changed me for the better. You know, it changed me for the better. So I love working in mental health. I mean, you come across some oddities that time, but for the most part, it's not what people think. And I would recommend that people get therapy, at least have a therapy and a psychiatrist, at least, even if you don't utilize them. There's nothing wrong with therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeking advice and getting counseling to help you through your problems, because everybody goes through something, and it's not good to keep that stuff bottled inside. It's nothing wrong with talking to somebody and having a session and developing a plan and exercises to get you back on track. And when people, I don't think people realize this is therapy. Like, mental health is not necessarily a lifelong thing, unless you have like some diagnosis of some sort that you might never get rid of, like like schizophrenia. I don't think you ever overcome that. You have to have your meds. So, but like trauma, it teaches you how to deal with that. There's nothing wrong getting therapy. I would recommend it, and a lot of people frown upon it. But what's covered up cannot heal. Just like a wound in the medical field, a wound, that's why they open them at a point and let them get some air. What's covered up not gonna heal. Let that be free, to have it bound up. I mean, if you don't want to talk to anybody else, for anybody who ain't be listening, get some therapy. I recommend it. Even if you don't keep the therapist for a long time, or get some meds to help regulate your behavior and your stress and your anxiety, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. We need to normalize that. Frown up on it. I think we need to normalize it, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Because to be honest with you, I didn't know anything about depression until 6 years ago. And it was just like I'll have insomnia and I would be like in my head for hours. And I didn't know what was going on. And here I am, still around people and stuff. And you really find out who really knows you. the best, because a lot of people that I would be around, they was just thinking I was so happy, like it was no problem in the world. But the ones who really did know me, that was like, Will, what's going on, man? And I was like, what's you talking about? Like, I'm straight, I'm cool, So, because, I was taught when you showed weakness and despair that you're weak. When you show vulnerability that you're weak. I lost friends over my vulnerability because they wanted me to heal so fast. They wanted me to heal on their own time. I couldn't, and I'm really grateful for the confirmation that I have received during that trans period of my life. And, I believe that even now, just being traumatized to the point that I would never be normal. And I don't want to be normal because I feel like if I went back to who I was, I would not learn nothing. I would not be who I am today. But you have those who have something happen to them and they want to make sure that somebody else hurt as much as them or even worse. So they pass on that pain and that sorrow to a good soul that all they ever did was come into your life to try to help you, to try to see if they can provide assistance. Because it took a minute for me to realize that I needed help. It took a minute for me to realize that I had a problem. It got to the point, my job was on the line, and I had to be honest. And for the first time in years, I cried. I really broke down because I kind of felt like when my mama needed me the most, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't save everybody. I couldn't make sure that she was okay. I really felt like I let her down. But I had to say to myself that that wasn't my responsibility to make sure that she was okay. It's my responsibility to make sure that I'm okay. And that's for everybody. You come first. Because otherwise, if you go down and, who's going to look out for your kids? Who's going to look out for your loved ones? Who's going to, put that whatever ingredient that you add into the equation? Because I don't know how much I'm admired. I don't know how much I'm appreciated or loved. I don't know that. People show me, but it's just I feel that when I do perish, from this life, I know I'm gonna get the most love that I ever gotten, and that's so sad, But some of that, it's just a harsh reality that I live with every day. But I still be me. I still try to give my all and give just everybody that just ever came on my platform. I always try to show sincerity. I always try to show that I'm here for you and that, you can vent, you can be yourself, you can relax. You're welcome, And it meant a lot to me to have my older cousin, who I always looked up to, who I always emulated and stuff, to tell me that I helped him just by coming on my platform and getting some stuff off his chest. And I believe that I had a lot of killers on here. Didn't even know it. But, if I believe it though, but I'm just saying, like, I believe that I had a lot of people that just, that came on here who was thinking about doing something or was up to that last straw.
Yeah.
to get some stuff off their chest. Cause man, I always tell people it's you versus you.
Every day. Every
And
day.
and we can blame the devil all we want sometimes. It's us.
For sure.
And
No.
it just be killing me. Everybody be like, man, Satan, leave me alone. Disappear, vanquish demon. And I'm like, no, that's you. That's your toxic ass.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I know sometimes it be me. I ain't even gonna lie. I know I'm the problem sometimes. That's why I'm glad I work in mental health. I can get myself together. You know, but long as people recognize that it's them, so they can work and recognize the problem, so they can work and fix on. We constantly are a work in progress, continuously every day. Like you said, it's you versus you every day, every day.
hmm And it's just also what we are exposed to
Yeah,
can and may infect us.
most definitely.
You know, that's just like a child, you know, like a little boy or something, finding like they parents matches for the first time
No,
and they don't know what
yeah.
fire does. The first thing they do when they discover that fire is hot and fire hurts, what they do, Mama, Daddy. I did that. I set my mama couch on fire when I was a kid. I was so scared. I was like, Mama, help! Man,
Oh my God.
man, she still bring that up. I'm like, Mom, I was 5. Like, I didn't know what was going on.
Set the house on fire. Oh my Lord.
It's just when you're a kid, you know, you just curious, you know, like Curious George, you know, you just like,
Yeah.
you know, what that does. And then all of a sudden you realize that, you know, you shouldn't have been doing something. You can still got to call your mama, even though you going to get a whooping, man. I got one of them Jackson 5 whoopings after that. I don't even remember what happened after that. That's how bad I got whooped. Man.
Woo. I bet you did set the house on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a little problem child, but I learned a lot. You know, just with that being said, you know, that just goes with life. You know, the stuff that you don't know and the stuff that you don't think that's harmful, it can be harmful. It can be painful, but you know next time what to do and what not to do. You know. Okay. Next question. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm really enjoying this. This is nice. Okay. What is your views on the Black community as a whole?
Black community as a whole. I think that we are amazing, extravagant, extraordinary people, group of people. And I think that we are burdened by stereotypes that have been developed throughout the years. We are amazing. And we does, whatever we does the darn thing, okay? And I think that stereotypes have gotten in the way of that, you know? But I think we are amazing people. I mean, of course, the like different we can grow in different areas, but that's a personal thing. But I think as a whole, we are an amazing people, and it's amazing to see how Black people have grown, um, and just to see them excelling in education and businesses and following our dreams. It is amazing. I love it. I think we are amazing as a whole. I mean, like I said, there are some areas that can use some work as a whole, as a Black community, but what area of life doesn't? You know, what group of people don't? Change is constant. We gonna change. We're gonna be trying to change till the casket drop. We're gonna be trying to change.
Yeah.
You know, but I think as a whole, we are amazing.
So does it bother you as a woman seeing other females, over sexualized themselves?
Um, I guess it doesn't bother me personally, cause I'm like not judgmental. If that's what you want to do, then whatever floats your boat. But I mean, it does kind of make you wonder, like, oh, but that's not my style. But you know, if that's what they want to do, if that's what's becoming common now, I mean, you know, I don't know. Back in the day, they was like fully dressed out here. But
Yeah,
now, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I never really actually even thought about it. Like, because like I said, I'm not really judgmental. I might see something, might think like, oh, okay, but I would never, it doesn't move me to that extent. I just never really put too much thought into it, actually, because I know that's not, me. And a lot of times I really don't put too much thought into if something doesn't affect me or affect my life, affect my family, affect my money. I really don't put too much thought into it. But just as a woman, it doesn't really bother me because people are going to do what they want to do regardless of whatever. Anyway.
yeah. And it just, to me, everybody knows how I roll or how I used to roll, you know,
Oh, Lord.
and they just ask me questions like, because now I'm doing a whole lot of outreach, I'm reaching out to people and all this other stuff. I would say that I have been very disciplined. I have really been like on a calmer level or whatever, because a lot of people would just make assumptions. They may just pass judgment on me a lot back in them days because they didn't see why I was, behaving in that type of way. But it was just a vice, you know what I'm saying? It was just something to take the pain away. Because, when you take people word for it that they gonna always be there for you, like, oh man, if you ever need anything, I'm gonna come to you, or you can always call. I'm there for you. And then those are the same people that send you the voicemail. Those are the same people that talk about your problems to everybody, or just tell everybody that they helped you. So they got to the point where I had to resort to something because I was just trying to survive. I was no bad person. I wasn't no demon. I wasn't the devil or nothing like that. It was a time that I wanted to die. I didn't want to kill myself. I wanted somebody to kill me for me, because that's how much of turmoil that I was in, and at that time, because it was just, I felt like I had to step up to a plate that I didn't ask for.
Mm.
When I don't know if you're the oldest, but
I got some old brothers and sisters. They old.
but but the youngest child shouldn't have to be able to bury their parents, or they shouldn't have to attend a funeral of their eldest sibling.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just expected me to be so strong. I don't know how people see me, or I'm not that strong. I'm not invincible. I'm not, invincible. Just I'm a human being. I was a young man that been through something that everybody can explain, express. Because when you lose somebody so close to you, you don't know what to do. There's no um, handbook. You just deal with it, the best way you can. But it's always going to be there. It's always going to be a question mark, a why. And it got to the point where I blamed God. I was mad at God. God, people get mad at God, for something that they don't understand. Because I just wanted answers, and I never got those answers. I still don't have them. But now that I'm moving forward, and now that I'm doing something positive, and now I'm doing something very remarkable, I felt like he prepared me for this platform. He prepared me to talk to people like you and many others. Because I would say that a sane person couldn't do this. A sane person couldn't do what I do, because they lose their mind. Because everybody always asks me, like, do you get your time to meditate? Do you get your time to pray and relax and stuff like that? Because I work a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just realize, it's just when you realize how precious time is, you will never waste it again. You will not allow anybody else to waste your time as well.
Facts.
Because you'll never get that back.
Ever.
So I don't care if I'm in a relationship and a chick cheat on me. No, I'm not gonna want to shoot her because she cheated on me. I'm gonna want to shoot her because she wasted my fucking time. That's gonna make you bust out your car windows and.
This is what I'm talking about. This conversation here. This kind of stuff here. Okay.
Hey, I'm just being real,
Okay.
A little comic relief, but I'm being honest. But I'm just saying, like, time.
I don't know. Maybe some truth behind that, but don't let that slide. Don't let it slide. We talk about this off the live.
No, I got this halo on my head, on top of my head. I want her to fly,
I can't see it.
but I'm saying that once you just realize how precious time and expensive it is, you never want to waste it again. So I'll make every day something that I can accomplish and something that I can make a difference. Because even though this is 79 episodes, this is history. This is something that will never be repeated or duplicate. So other than that, I'm really happy for you. I'm proud of the choices and decisions that you made, and just the fact that you won. You're a champion. Those fireworks.
Big like you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just, in this time, day and era, it's just the good people with the good hearts doesn't get, their praise due. And I always told you that you was very cool and that you was very just authentic, because you are who you are.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And you never switched up, you, Danny. And I just always say, like, man, like, y'all family are very close-knit. And I wished that my family was like yours so much. Because when you really...
Listen, sorry. No, I was just saying that it's a blessing. Her and I discuss that all the time, because I was telling her, her and I, we like this. Like, you will never pry us apart. And I was telling her, it's disheartening to hear how many families are not close. We have that strong, genuine family bond that her and I had a discussion, and I said, I made this clear, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I don't need this or that, because I have my family. I have my family. My family, we gonna step near or far. We are so close. I got family down in Texas. I can not talk to them in weeks, and it's gonna be like, our call is gonna be like we don't miss a beat. That's how close we are, near or far. Like, we have an amazing family. It's such a blessing that I didn't realize until I communicated more with people and realized that that's something that people desire that they don't have. And I see so many people share statuses, oh, blood don't mean, family don't mean blood. I'm like, Danny, I can't relate, because my family is not everything. And I have a good we have a good family, good, it's built on a good foundation, good morals. Like, we have a good family, and it's such a blessing. Like, it's something that I just never really, I mean, it's been my family. I never really realized that until I, so, start communicating with other people. And I just, that's something heavy on my heart ever since I talked to her. Like, now I think I want to be everybody's family. So people could just, I don't know, just kind of hard. I got, like, people tell me they ain't got no family. I want them to be a part of mine. We'll have you. You know how we do. We'll have you. We'll feed you. That's just how we are. But I don't know. It's a blessing, and I thank God for that bond that we have. So yeah, man, it's just I hate that it's so rare though. I really do.
Yeah, and you just tell yourself that, you know, why I couldn't be accepted, and it's painful knowing that all you have ever done was just trying to, you know, be loved, and be the one just, you know, bring everybody together and stuff like that. Like, only time we get together is when someone dies. Everybody don't come together on the good shit, like graduations, weddings, um, baby showers, or
Birthdays.
barbecues and all. None of that. But only time people come together, like when we are under one roof, is when someone passed. Because I only had 3 people come to my high school graduation
Mm,
out my family, and
wow.
and, and I stay away, and they wonder why I don't come around, because I haven't forgotten none of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they just, make pretty much make you feel like that you um like the problem for having standards and boundaries. And I practice my boundaries well, because ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Especially when all I ever done was trying to be there for you and love you and be that, you know, helping hand.
I
And
understand that 110%.
because
I do.
I got so many knives in my back, I have a whole dinette set.
Mm, oh my God, which is crazy because you're such a good, genuine person. You have such a good heart. That's just the craziest thing. Seems like the people with the biggest hearts, most genuine people, like, carry the most hurt. People just take advantage, and people don't realize that, you know, you, you, like, people abuse and hurt good people because something going on within themselves. They have something going on within themselves, and it's draining. Hurt people, like, and that's one thing that I've learned. If you don't get your stuff together, you can't be no good to nobody else, because the hurt that you are carrying, you're going to inflict it on somebody else. That pain you're going to inflict on somebody else, and you're going to diminish them, which I think crazy. Thank God my character has never changed. I might have to get a little rowdy with a couple folks, but my character has never changed. My heart has never changed. But that's the one thing when you talk about setting boundaries, you have to, because, man, people is, that's why I really don't deal with humans, because it's out of control. Man, you
Man,
gotta have them boundaries. Yeah, but you're such a good person. That is their loss. And that's one thing that I always say, and that's the motto, and that's something I always wanted to say, I've always said to myself. And that's why I had posted a picture and I said, it's never my loss. It's always theirs. And you gotta have that confidence and that aura about yourself. It's their loss. They don't want to be bothered with you, they don't want to deal with you. It's their loss, no matter who it is. Family, friends, relationships, situationships, whoever, whatever. Baby, you gotta have that aura about yourself. It's never my loss. It's always theirs. And just let that be what it is. And that's just a whole confidence thing for me, because I suffer with, lack of self confidence for so long. And I was like, you know what? I'm coming out of my shell, and I got my confidence, and I'm gonna post this. And it was personal for me because that's the way I feel about me. I know my worth. I know I'm a good woman. I know I'm a good friend. I know I'm rare. I know I'm real. There's never be another me. I can never be duplicated. God made me me. There'll never be another me. So if I allow you access to me and you lose that, it's never my loss, because you'll never come across another person like me. So, that's just, have that confidence. It's their loss, brother. It's their loss. So it's never yours. Let it be that. I know it may be hurtful. I know it might be painful, but it's their loss, because you are a good, genuine soul. You are kind. You are loving. You are down to earth. So it's their loss. It's their loss. F them folks. I say F them folks. That's what they be saying out here. F them folks.
I'm trying to keep my composure, all this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. But that's why I always say that we are special, because I don't know how you feel about astrology, but they give you the time and the degrees, pretty much the coordinates of like the stars and stuff, where you was born and when you was born, pretty much. Nobody or no one, like, you can be born on the same day as somebody, but the coordinates of those stars was set for you.
Mm. See,
So
I know the basics of astrology. Like, I know I'm a Virgo. I know some of the character traits of a Virgo. But, well, I actually was born on a Leo Virgo cusp. So some people think that I'm a Leo. They say I act like one, but I don't know. I just, identify myself as a Virgo, but I really don't know about like the coordinates and stuff. So, like, do you have like time real quick to try to catch me up to speed? Like, do you know anything about mine?
mm, well, first of all, I can give you like a life path number real quick. What day you was born?
I was born August 24th, 1989. I'm
Okay.
still young, so don't nobody call me old. I'm young stallion out here. You know that, okay?
Okay. Well, you're a life path number 6. Just
What that
by
mean?
just by the 24th. You're a life path number 6, and what that mean is, oh, give me a second. It's it's the number. It's the number of responsibility and awareness. And those born with a life path number 6 tend to be incredible nurturers. You are most likely more home, family, and community oriented, and tend to be more loving, warm, understanding, compassionate, responsible, and reliable, and interested in pleasing others.
That's me 100%. That pleasing others, I'm trying to change that. I'm
Hey,
trying to change that.
hey,
Pleasing. Mm, trying to
hey.
change that. I really am focusing, trying to work on that, trying to be a people pleaser. Like, I'm tired of being people yes man. No. So yeah, no, that's most definitely me. I actually just said all of that in this interview. Like, family oriented, I love my family. I said all of that. Yeah, sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I got to be number 6 though. You was like 6. First thing came to my head was like 666. I'm like, not number 6. Give me number 3 or something.
Well, that's actually good.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing. I'm
No,
just messing with you.
but that's
They say 666 the mark of the beast. So I'm just messing. No, I'm just messing with you.
yeah, that's good though. But they also said, what does the number 6 mean spiritually is, first we would say, if they will let me stay on this page so I can read this to you. It's, so it won't let me stay on this page. I just send you all this information afterwards.
Oh,
But
okay,
but
okay.
it's a good number, because that just shows that you are nurturing. You know, you're not masculine like some of these females out here. Like, cause
I don't want to be masculine.
I'm tired of dating DMX, Stone Cold, Steve Austin. I'm tired of that. You know, I don't want to, cause me, I just feel like the, the the old values that we grew up upon, they becoming extinct because
Oh, you mean like that Cardi B? I don't cook, I don't clean, them type of. Oh, okay.
yeah, because I mean, like I said, I love women of the fact that y'all, pretty much get shit done. Y'all pretty much y'all winning because society wants y'all to win. It's just if a lot of females really realize, men like me are up against, because my last relationship, I felt like I couldn't be the man. Like I couldn't. Well, I was going to regardless if she wanted to or not. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was a problem when I wanted to, be nurturing, and I wanted to be supportive, and I wanted to, give advice or have rebuttal or whatever. And she was like, "Well, I don't gotta listen to you." I'm like, "Well, not listening worked." Because I gotta listen. I mean, if somebody knows something that I don't know, I take the necessary step to really, hear it out. If it doesn't sound,
consideration,
if it don't sound like foolish, then I can be like, okay, I see what you got there. But if it's ignorant and this and that and preposterous or poppycock, I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go along with my common sense here.
Yeah, no, I get that. I don't know, but a lot of times, like, that sounds like somebody that has some issues within themselves. I always say, be wise enough to give advice, but be humble enough to take it. If you can give it, you can take it. If you can't take no advice from anyone, don't give it. Especially not me, because I don't want it.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. That's not like somebody has some issues within themselves. They want to be in control, but they don't want anybody to direct them. And they have to, like, people just have to get an understanding of how to deal with people. Like, they want to be in control, but they don't want to be directed. And what you could have been saying just could have been in a manner where you're trying to be informative, and that individual, because of what they've been through, whether it could have been with like an authoritative figure, like a parent, or a past relationship where they felt like they had to be, like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. And I know from past experience, I had the attitude like, no, because I don't respect you. I don't respect you as a man, so you're not going to tell me nothing. But that individual couldn't be respected as a man, and I was not going to because of what they put me through. So it's like, you can't tell me nothing else. The way you treat me, you can't tell me nothing. So they probably haven't healed from whatever, and that's something that they have to change within themselves. So that's probably why they were so defensive, That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but what do I know?
I mean, you just making an observation, It's just I just missed them. I just missed them days where a man could come home to somebody that he loves, and because it's really hard on us. Like, we get meat mugged by niggas all day, then we go to work, and then we gotta tolerate just this image. We have to change our voices and stuff so we can be less threatening, and we come home and gotta deal with certain people, like picking, and it's just like certain things, just from our mamas and our girlfriends, our wives, baby mamas, the whole nine, and I'm not excusing it, but I wonder why certain people snap. I wonder why certain people become chaotic, because it's like, damn, like, do anybody appreciate me, and do anybody admire the fact that I'm doing the right thing? So let me do some wrong for a minute, and get everybody's attention. But me, I never stooped down to that level, because I realized that one day somebody is going to come and sweep me off my feet and this and that. So I'm just doing it, doing this now. So when I do get there, it was all worth it.
Yeah,
Mm.
most definitely. And I think, like I said, it comes to some personal, because I done been on the other end where you done try to be everything to somebody and let them know that you understand and you care, and then you're there, and then you get the other side of it, where I think it's a personal thing. That person don't know how to accept they got something going on with them themselves, so they don't know how to accept someone actually being there and someone actually caring for them. So you get the other side of it, but yeah, then they cool where they at.
Yeah. I just try to pray for everybody,
Most
because
definitely.
I can't, you know, perform miracles on anybody. I'm powerless when that comes to that degree. But other than that, yeah, I love everybody the same. I love everybody for
Definitely.
who they are. And because I love people for who they are, I place them where they belong. Because
There you
everybody,
go.
because
Love that. And I love that.
because
That, yes.
yeah, because certain people isn't allowed to come back into my circumference, because you and the people that, like, every time I see and I hug and this and that, that's me. I love to hug. I love to you know show affection. But it's just certain people just have this thing about themselves, like, oh, you trying to hurt me, and you trying to cause more havoc in my life. And like I said, I never did anything intentionally. Like, I don't just wake up like, who can I ruin today?
How can I work today?
you know I'm not no tyrant, but I can admit that I made mistakes. Certain things that I done has really affected not just me but people around me. But I just tell people this all the time, like, I was just lost. I was wounded. I was broken. And I can admit that. I don't go months without talking to somebody after I wronged them. I always trying to make amends. You don't even get people that's apologetic. They unapologetic now. Be like, well,
Mm-hmm.
take me as I am, or this is your fault. Like, if you was doing what you was supposed to do, I would have not slept with your friend, or I would not slept with your husband, or this and I'm just like, damn, like, that's cold, you know, you know. But I just try to, have this, just this clarity about everything. And some
Mm-hmm.
things I don't need closure, because I gotta really care about you to get some closure from you, But other than that, it is what it is, and that particular phrase will save you from a whole lot of pain, a whole lot of grief.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of went on a little tangent here, because I
Oh,
really loving this episode, the energy of it. So I'm gonna continue with the next question.
okay.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years?
Oh, next 5 to 10 years, where do I see myself? Um, I see myself content, living out my dreams, prayerfully successful, just content, at peace, and just successful living out my life. Following my dreams, preferably business successful, preferably degree completed. Just following my dreams, just living life, loving and living life. Hopefully, that's where I can see myself.
Ooh, preferably, huh? You used that baby boy word right there. You like preferably, huh? No, I just. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. No, but that's
Okay, you know what I mean.
they said
I
that
hope.
too.
I
Yeah,
hope.
yeah.
But I hope I'm at peace and just living out my dreams and just loving, living life. You know, just that's it. That's it. Hopefully, because I ain't gonna say perfectly again. Yeah.
Hey, so you should put that on a shirt. That's a dope.
Oh, mind you.
That's a dope word. You should put that on a shirt. But
Like too much. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I gotta be petty. But other than that, yeah, it's just 10 years from now. I would say for me to hear the word daddy, daddy, where we going today? And I'm like, who they talking to? Like, oh, that's what I want to be. You know,
Hopefully you gonna get to that point before 10 years, man, because you gonna be old in 10 years.
um, I say like age is just a state of mind. I've already
Yeah, I mean,
already feel
I
like,
seen an article where a lady was just 50 and had her baby.
mhm, yeah, that's gonna be me.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
be, I'm gonna
not.
be too short for this mug, but no, but basically, I've always felt like I was a lot older than what I was, and just life experiences, man, really age you.
Yeah, they will.
So I really felt like when I was 27, I was 47, you know, because I was able to see something that a lot of people didn't see. Because my brain is very complex. My brain is very unique. Just from having 3 concussions, it still is able to walk, still able to put my hands in the air, and
Mm, mm, mm.
able to work, able to function. So I have been through miraculous outcomes, and I just tell people this all the time, like you know what what kind of competition is this? Like, I see people always telling me or asking me, man, when you having kids, man, and it's your turn, and you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to step up or enter a chapter in my life that I'm not ready for. Because, a part of me is still damaged from my father. So I want to be able to heal from that in order to, bring kids into the world. Because a lot of people are so selfish that they don't think about the love of their children even before they exist.
Born. Mm-hmm.
And I love my kids already to the point that I don't want to bring them to the world until I'm ready, until I'm fixed, until I'm healed, until I feel complete, until I feel like I can be responsible. Because I'm the best uncle in the world because they're not my kids. They go home to my sister, hey, take these, love. He bad, especially my nephew, man. Woo, my nephew, thugged out, man. At 2 years old, I'd be like, man, get him away from me. No, no, but really, um, since I never experienced a childhood with my with my father, I wouldn't know what to do. To be honest, I wouldn't know how to do it. You know, I actually watch YouTube videos on it. I actually read books. You know, I actually, get advice from my cousin, who's the father of three, well, five, because he pretty much took on his nephew. He's raising his nephew right now. So I always ask him, what it's like and what do I need to expect and what it would do for me. He's like, you just have to do it. I can't, everybody's different. And I'm like, man, don't tell me no shit like that. But
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't. I don't think a book. I mean, it can teach you some basic things, but I think when it comes to your morals, it sounds like you got it down pat. You already have a good mindset. Perfect mindset. I know you personally. Your children are going to be blessed. They're going to be blessed to have you as a father. But I don't think a book can teach you what you're looking for. I think it's already inside of you. A book can't teach you that. I mean, it could teach you how to, I don't know, teach you basic things, skills, but as far as your morals and stuff, you already got that. I mean, for you to be able to say you love your children already before they even exist and already have their well-being taken into consideration says a lot about you as a father already. So you already got what you're looking for. You don't need to look. You already possess that. And I wish that you could pass it along to some of these no good fathers out here that are lacking. But you possess that. So what you're looking for, don't look any further because you have that. And those children are going to be blessed because what you had, I wish I had that. So what you're looking for, you're not going to find it because you already possess it. And no book can teach you that. You already got morals. You're going to be an amazing father. So, yeah, you don't need to look any further because you already possess everything that you need.
yeah, I mean, it's just deep down. A part of it is fear. I fear that I will repeat the cycle, but I know I'm not. But I just don't want to have them with the wrong person. And she make me suffer and go on social media and bash me when I just bought diapers and then she go on social media be like, "There's no good nigga just bought one box of diapers and shit. Like his name Dollar Wheel. Like he only bought one box of diapers. What kind of shit is that? These niggas ain't, I hate to. No, but it's just I don't want to go through that.
Goodness.
I don't want to go through that headache.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm just, I kind of feel like it's going to happen, because they go like, his name Dollar Wheel. He just bought one box of diapers and one can of formula. Like this nigga got the word dollar in his name, but his cheap ass. And I'm like, damn,
Oh my goodness.
It'd be too many mothers out here that just be trying to ruin people's reputation. And and you have some ain't shit niggas that's daddies, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the ones that's good, because I know a lot of my boys who are fathers and they love their kids, but they just can't, be a family. And I don't want to just have seeds.
Yeah.
And no soil. And no foundation, no fertilizer. And I want the whole crop. I want the whole thing. I don't want to just have seeds and that's it. So if I say when I do become a daddy, I want to be a husband first. Because I got to see if we going to coexist and we going to work things out. And I don't knock anybody who did it the other way.
Yeah.
But that's just how I want to do things because I wasn't shown that. I didn't see a marriage until I was 27, 28. Really like 28, yep. I really didn't see a marriage till my mother remarried my father. And I was like Mr. and Mrs. Smith every damn day. So I was just like, do I want to get married? You know, but
I don't mean to laugh. You sick.
no, but I'm just, you know, using the anomalies and shit. But it's just that type of stuff. I think once you see something good, you know that it's possible. But
And I think seeing something like that, being exposed to those things, make you realize what you don't want. And I think that's the mindset you have. Well, I've been through this and I've seen this, I experienced this. I don't want this for myself. I don't want this for my children. I don't want this for my marriage. And I think that's an amazing mindset to have. Like, you learn from your experiences, and that's going to help you prepare for your life and your future. And I think that's amazing.
oh, thank you. You know, I just really want to do right. It's so hard to do right when everybody wants to do wrong. Everybody trying to secure a bag, but everybody don't know what a bag is. You know what I'm saying? Because a wise man once told me that a bag is really 500,000.
Birkin.
And also just a lot of people just, you know, get married or get together for the wrong reasons, and you know, just to have somebody tell you that, oh, you exist because of lust. It wasn't love. You know, my dad told me that. I don't know how factual it was, but I know from his recollection that that's how he felt. And I don't know if that was like the truth, but that really make you think, like, you know, damn, it's like that, you know. And you know, your cousin Danny, you know, she always, you know, try to, you know, be the voice of reason, and she was just, you know how she be, is like, you know, well, you know, that's still your father and all.
I just like her.
And I just was like, man, I don't. My father died years ago. The one that raised me died.
Yeah.
And that's the man that I wanted to be like before he abandoned me too. So when he abandoned me, having my biological father abandon me, and then he abandoned me, it just was like,
yeah.
A lot of people don't really understand what that feels like. So when it comes to my kids gonna all live in the same house. They all gonna have the same last names. They gonna have my name. They gonna have, you know, same parents. They all gonna favor each other. Ain't no half brothers. Ain't no none of that. You know.
They all gonna favor each other. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's ain't gonna be none of that. You know, I'm not. I can't do that. You know, I owe them, you know, that structure. You know, that's the stability, because not just the woman deserves the stability, it's the kids too. You know, and that's the thing that a lot of parents don't understand. It's not always about you. You know, it's just about, you know, the kids. But if y'all not working out, if y'all, you know, decide to not be together, that's fine. You know, it happens every day. But don't just break up with the kids too, because the woman don't want you, or and mothers don't let the father break up with the kids because the man don't want you. It's not fair, and that's what goes on. It goes on every day, and they wonder why these kids is out on the streets loitering and doing all this type of mischief, because of the fact that, you know, before the police made them a hashtag, you already killed them. You already killed what kind of hope, joy, any type of perception that they had left. And we are born innocent. We all born with a fair shot. But when it comes to what kind of upbringing that you have, it can lead to destruction. And a lot of us need an apology. So, the last question, um, what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh my goodness. I was looking at this question earlier today. I'm like, remembered? Am I finna die?
No,
Yeah.
no, of course not. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like,
Oh, I was like, what kind of question is this? I don't know. Oh my.
I ain't trying to be no Grim Reaper. I got a hoodie. I know Grim Reaper, but
um, on a serious note, I honestly don't know. Like, if I was to just die today, I would just want to be remembered like what I said as who I am. When you ask me who is Candice, I want to be remembered as a loving, genuine person, a good mother, an amazing friend, just an amazing, genuine, kind-hearted woman, loving woman. That's about it. Yeah, just and someone who never let anything that she went through stop her. You know, that's about it. Nothing out of the ordinary.
well, I can admit, you are a phenomenal mother.
Well,
You
thank you. Appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
and it's really strange because as I get older, I really realized that my mom was young. She was when I was coming up, she was in her early 30s. She had me at 30. So when I think about where I was at 30 and then where she was at 30, I have empathy, I have compassion because she was a mother at 14. And I just really sympathize with her because she missed out on so much. And I had to pretty much, you know, without doing it, walk in her shoes and really, try to understand it. Because we like to look at our parents as superheroes or that they're superhuman, that they can't do no wrong and everything. And I think a lot of us, fail to realize that they just was young and they made a lot of mistakes and was just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So just by watching her have to raise 3 kids by herself, I barely didn't see my mom and she barely knew who I was. She may have carried me for 9 months, but she didn't know me until I got older. Because I barely saw my mother. I was always with my brother when he was either, home from the army or my sister every day, but I barely seen her. And it kind of like affected me so much to the point that I started to fight a lot. So
Wow.
I would get suspended and she would come to the office and she's like, "Boy, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "This is the only way I can get to see you."
Wow.
And I remember when I said that, she wasn't even mad at me no more. She was just like, "Okay, we gonna go get some ice cream, but I'm still whooping your behind when we get home." But it was just that particular, that period. Um, she really made me feel welcome, and I would say like the best time of my life was when I was graduating and stuff, and she went to like her and my stepfather went to all these different stores to make sure that I had something all black, you know, for the next day. And she was just like, you know, I'm so happy that all my kids get to graduate and stuff. And she was at my graduation, her, my stepfather, and my cousin. And that was the most happiest moment of my life, because that was the time I went through a whole lot of scrutiny in high school and being ridiculed, being picked on. And then I had reigned supreme by getting a scholarship to go to school. And out of everybody, she stood up and her voice travels and stuff. So like everybody was, you know, when I went back to my seat, everybody was like, damn. You know. But you will be remembered, and that's the greatest thing about you coming on tonight is the fact that your voice will always exist, and your face will be always will be relevant, you know, because this is going on YouTube after this, so.
Lord.
You thought this was over?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I'm really grateful that I met you, and
Me too, bro. Me too, for sure. And that our friendship has like blossomed, you know. Because I mean, we knew each other in school, but we got closer like through Danny working at Covenant, which I'm glad we did. Like I told you, used to be walking. I used to be like, why he walking? Make him get a ride. She was like, no, he don't want to ride. Like, make him get in this car. He ain't gonna be walking nowhere. We driving. What kind of mess is that? Like, what kind of people do that? And then she like, he refused. I just felt so bad one day. We just drove past because you said you didn't want to get in. I said, I'm not doing that again. Next time he's getting in this car and I made you get in. Like, we don't do that. Just ride past people. We going to the same place. Why would you? No. But I know we talked about that, but that's one of the memories I'll never forget.
yeah, it just was one of those things that, you know, my pride, but it just was really hard, like, for me to trust people.
Yeah.
But if I would have known that you had good intentions, I would have been got in, you know, I would have no problem. But it just, my insecurities came in
Yeah.
just with always being treated like shit. So I just was like, you know, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be an inconvenience. But I won't go argue you down that day. I got in that car so damn quick.
So it's all good. I'm really glad that we have the bond that we have now, and I'm so proud of you, what you're doing on this platform. This is amazing, and I love it. You're doing great things. You stepped out on faith, and look at you now with this episode 79.
Mm-hmm.
So 79, like, yeah, that's awesome. Keep doing your thing. Keep striving. Keep persevering. Keep going, because you're doing it.
Oh, same here. You know, there's no turning back now, because I really realized just so much that I could have been doing if I just wasn't in that mental space, you know. But it just was a testimony. It was going to happen, but it just wasn't the right time. Everything is about timing. So other than that, I'm just really grateful that I'm helping people and giving people a chance to really explain themselves, because there's so many people that have passed or transitioned without getting a story heard. So it's just all about just um giving back. And to me, this is like um when somebody asks you for some money or something like that. But to me, this is like a spiritual currency because you never know who's going to hear this and just be like, hey, sure, you might get somebody come up to you after this and be like, man, that's, I watched that episode that you went on Will's show and that was so deep. You helped me out and girl, let's exchange numbers. Let's go to the club. Let's go hang out. I don't know how y'all females talk with y'all, but you just never know who you inspiring.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm gonna end this episode and
Alrighty.
but anytime you want to talk or just need me, you know where to find me.
Oh yeah, I got your number. And call, FaceTime, all that. I got your number.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Let me stop playing. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't talk like this to, fun of strangers. I'm quiet. I'm quiet. Like, they probably like, she is out of her mind. Like, what's wrong with her? She's annoying. I don't know. I just be just comfortable with my friends. So, yeah, I don't know. They're probably like, I ain't never heard her talk this much in all my life.
And you gotta admit, you feel better, don't you?
Huh?
You gotta.
Oh yeah, now that I actually did this, I do. At first, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna tell him I'm a pass because no, I can't do this. No, I just can't." But no, it's not it. Like once you actually do the interview, it's not as bad as I anticipated. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like all those jobs you had, you scared to come on my show and like all those interviews you've been on and stuff.
That's totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna let you have that, but it was a pleasure having you on the show, and
Oh,
if you ever want to come back, just let me know because I'm ready.
okay, most definitely. We'll talk. We'll see.
Okay,
We'll
sis.
see. Okay.
You have yourself a wonderful night, okay?
You too.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
All right. Bye.